hello, hello. Is it working? I think it is. Okay, yeah, everything's going good. So, we're doing some Bandcamp Boyfriend tonight. We're getting back into it. And, yeah, it's been a minute since we played this game. I think it's because I kind of wore myself out by playing all the endings and whatnot. Well, not all of them, but it's just because I kept trying to do the same, guys to get the good endings for each of them. Oh, it's not showing it. Oh, there we go, there we go. No, yeah, I kept trying to get good endings. Like, for Doug, I got a bad ending, and I wanted to get a good ending, and that was just a drag to go through everything again. Same thing for Peter. Well, Peter I got mad at because I was just upset that he broke up with me that last playthrough. But anyways, we're gonna do a different route, because we also only one we actually got a good ending for last time was Pop-Tart. So now, we're gonna be doing Clark, which is this guy right here. I don't know, I just want to do Clark just because he's like the jerk, but I kind of want to see how different the story is with him. So we'll see where this takes us. So I'm gonna skip through this first part because it's like the same thing every single time. Basically, he's the band director, this is his alma mater, yada yada. And then I'm gonna change my name. Yeah, the main reason why I'm not playing with Jeff today is because apparently some lady is accusing him of stealing her phone at a 7-Eleven. So he won't be joining us tonight. He's busy with getting that sorted out. The funny part is that he told me he wasn't even at a 7-Eleven recently, so definitely interesting or unfortunate circumstances for him, but that's okay, it's funny. Okay. Skip this part right here. Don't worry. I know we can handle it. So this first interaction, I'm actually gonna have, I want to get a good ending with Clark. Do I want to get a good ending with Clark, or do I want to see a bad ending? The decisions. I don't know. I kind of want to just play through it, but then again, I know that I'm gonna want to play through again and get a good ending with him, and then I'm not gonna want to play again because I went through everything again. I don't know. I'll see what happens. I'll see how I feel, but I'll have the wiki pulled up, or not wiki, I'll have the website pulled up that has the cheat code, not cheat codes, but it has basically like the answers to all of the walkthroughs. Do I have it? Let's see. It's somewhere. I guess I could just look it up. No, that's not what I want to do. Their official website. Yeah, let me do the walkthroughs just in case. I like the fact that there's also like a side story in this. Like, there's so many things you could do. It's funny. Okay. Let's see. Yep, we pulled our leftover water bottles together and managed to keep the bus engine from overheating until we got there. It felt like we were stuck in the woods for hours. It's a relief. So excited? Have you met up with your friends yet? How's the new band director?
Hiya.
And this is Tom. Oh, hi, Tom.
Mr. Wiley asked me to turn on the electric fence, but I just realized I have no idea what I'm doing. help me out?
We could also do Tom at some point too. I forget he's another option as well. I know a lot of people like Tom. Sure. Sorry, Mom. I gotta go. Tom needs help turning on the electric fence.
I love you so much.
Okay. Follow me to the electric fence. You'll be a pro by the time I'm done with you. A pro at hitting a switch. Sounds complicated. I'll try not to get hurt. He's the gamer if it wasn't obvious. This is where you turn it on. This is where you turn me on. I'm just gonna like force a laugh. That's what I normally do, I think. I'll pretend I didn't hear that and turn it on myself.
Sorry.
Couldn't resist. You know, I love bad jokes. They're so unfunny that they're funny. Let's agree to disagree on that one. I turn my attention to the control panel by the fence. Just follow my intuition and hope for the best when it comes to these things. I guess you put the code in, hit the switch, and there. Now the electric fence should be on. Now to pee on it and check if it's working. What?
Kidding.
I keep an eye on Tom to make sure he doesn't try anything just in case. He's looking at the top of the fence. His eyes follow it around the perimeter of the camp. Why is this even here? Oh, you know, to keep out bears, serial killers, and overbearing band parents. The usual threats. Like it's normal. Makes sense to me. There are less than 30 minutes until practice starts and I still need to finish unpacking and find my drill book.
See you later.
I rush towards the girls' wing of the lodge. As I'm turning a corner, I run right into someone. Wow, that was an unattractive sound. Wow, that was an unattractive sound.
Oh my gosh. Hi! It's been so long. How are you? You should be more careful where you're walking.
God, her voice every time. It gets me every time. Ugh, Peter and Felicity, our resident trumpet flute dating duo. Seems like every band has one. I try to squeeze past the two of them, but Peter doesn't budge. I can't get around him. It's alright, Felicity. Seems like girls are always running into things when I'm around. Okay, that's not going to fly. And I'm going to be late if he continues to hold me up like this. We're gonna be rude to him because he broke our heart last time. I'm not forgiving him. That's what he wants me to say. Sure, whatever, can I go now is what I'll say. I empty out my sarcasm reserves to muster the driest tone possible. Sure, whatever, can I go now? Peter looks disappointed, but thankfully steps out of my way. I push past the two of them and head to my room. Thank goodness. Wow, this room is a lot nicer than I expected.
Hello.
Susie, you made it. I made it? I should be saying that to you, silly. I'm not the one whose bus broke down. Oh yeah, I forgot the one on the buses broke down. Two of us embrace. Susie is my best friend in the band. Despite her small stature, she wields a sousaphone like it's nobody's business. Aren't those rooms super cozy? And we even get our own bathroom. We're living the high life. This is definitely going to be a band camp unlike any other. Oh, the foreshadowing. So much better than having to go back to school 2 weeks before school even starts. I was never one of those kids who went away to summer camp each year. It's kind of nice to finally get to experience that, you know? You know, I still can't believe there's actually kids that actually get to, like, go to, like, summer camp. It's just a funny thing to think about. Like, I've never been to a summer camp or anything like that. Hey, I didn't get a chance to catch up with you yet. How was the rest of your summer?
Woohoo!
Oh, it was so great. Guess what? Eugene finally asked me out. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm, like, forgetting all these things. It's been a minute since I played this game. Eugene, he plays euphonium, right? Eugene plays the baritone. There's a difference. Sorry. I guess I'm not extremely aware of the baritones. It's okay, I'll introduce you sometime. I doubt you'll forget his face once you see it again. He's the hottest guy in the marching band. Still have to find my drill book. I'm leading the morning stretches so I can't be late.
See you later.
And Scarlet? Next summer, let's make sure we hang out a lot more. Pedro, stop. He's looking or eating the chinchilla stuff. Ali stretches while Mr. Wiley helps to pick kids and load the rest of their equipment from the instrument truck. Alright, stretching time. Everyone follow along with me and stretch those shoulders. I bring my arm across my chest and watch everyone do the same. Switch arms and so do they. The power. Dance puppets dance. Aw, Doug. I love Doug too. As we're stretching our quads, I noticed someone out of place. A guy who's in the pit is doing stretches with us. Seeing as the pit doesn't march, I don't think he's supposed to be here. I make my way over to speak with him, and while everyone is focused on our ankle rolls. Hey there, Doug?
Hey!
I got his name right. A small victory, but it feels oh so good. Yeah, hey Doug, you don't really need to be here. Why don't you go help the pit set up? I love the face. I point to the parking lot where the pit kids are gathered.
Oh, man.
You're sending me back? But Mr. Wally said I could march this year. Why would he lie? Gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought you were still in the pit.
Phew.
You had me worried for a second there. That was my mistake. So you're marching in the drum line this year?
It's awesome!
One of the biggest bass drum. Yup, on the biggest bass drum. It's gonna be awesome.
I always banged on the big drum in the pit last year, and I thought, hey, those kinds of drums get to march around the field too. So I asked Mr. Wiley if I can join him this year. Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
It's really hard to see around my bass drum, and I keep tripping over myself, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of this crab stepping thing eventually. My section leader cracks me in the shins with the sticks whenever I screw up. It's a great way to learn. The other day, it doesn't seem like he's going to stop talking anytime soon, and I still have a stretching session to lead. I'm not gonna say shut up, please, I'm dying over here because that's mean. I think this is what I did last time, and it's fine. Walk away without saying anything. I try to walk away without saying anything. Doc doesn't even seem to realize I left. He's still over there talking. Who is he even talking to? And is anyone listening? So how do you want to do this thing? Huh? Wiley asked me to run some warm-up drills for my drum corps. You care if I take over? Go for it.
Get ready for some jumping jacks and arm circles.
Bandos. Oh, Peter's warm-ups are intense. Everyone run a lap around the field, no cutting corners. I'm not paying you to slack off. No one's getting paid. Now drop and give me 20. I embrace the burn. Great work, everyone. Let's loosen up with an awkward massage train. Scarlet, care to help me demonstrate. Say nothing and give yourself a massage. I massage my own shoulders, silently glaring at Peter all the while. I see how it is.
Bring it in.
Hey everybody, finish what you're doing and gather around the podium. Why are you kids touching each other? That's icky. Just rubbing out the cramps from all the hours of standing at attention. Finish up and let's start. Before Mr. Wiley puts us to work, I decided to give the band a pep talk. I'm a little nervous to address a group of 60 people, but I raise my voice and inject it with as much enthusiasm as it can contain. It's finally the first day of band camp. Today is one of the few days we'll be feeling completely fresh and energized, so make sure to give it your all. I know we've had a rough time these last couple years, but if we stay focused and work hard to improve, I know the Blue Mountain Bandits can break a score of 90 at this year's championships. That's a high aim. My words are followed by a round of cheering and applause, and Mr. Wiley beams at me proudly.
All right.
Well said. But I don't just want you feeling fresh and energized today, I want that every day. But I don't want- oh wait, bleh. I'm repeating myself. Make sure you're all staying hydrated and getting plenty of rest during our break. Yes, of course. You know what else? Times have been tough. What with the school having to hire a new band director every year. Well, I'm happy to say it's finally found a permanent one. I'm here to stay, and I'm going to do everything in my power to restore this band to its former glory.
Let's go.
Those lowland troopers who follow us to every competition and humiliate us all the time, it's time they experience the bitter taste of defeat. Everyone cheers twice as pumped as before. I have faith in you, Mr. Wiley. Let's both do our best. By now, you all should have received your dot coordinate sheets. They'll show your exact positions on the field at any given point in our show. Rookies, if you have any questions about where you need to be, ask your section leader. Section leaders will have all the drill charts, which show bird's eye view of each formation. They'll help you out. This year, we're learning to show based on Holt's The Planet Suite. Yeah, I know, super original, but Mr. Wiley kept on saying, flashback. I like hiring a professional and arrange an original show as much as the next guy. I also like money, but we have neither, so we're doing a show straight out of the public domain. Oh well, still going to be an epic. Here, Scarlet, make sure every leader gets one. Mr. Wiley dumps a dozen drill packets into my arms for me to pass out to the section leaders all at once. They descend upon me like vultures flocking around a piece of roadkill. The drill charts practically fly out of my hands. The last person to approach me is the saxophone section leader, Samuel. Hey Samuel, here you go. He takes the drill packet with a calm nod. Samuel's pretty good at keeping a low profile, even though I've been in band with him for 2 years. I've barely spoken to him. Well, seeing as I'm drum major and all, now would be a good time to start. Excited for the show? It's a little generic, but I'm sure it'll go over well with the judges. Yes, how can you not love Gustav Holst?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your section like this year? Any rookies?
Let's just say this is gonna be an interesting year.
Interesting, you say. Should I say anything else? Well, have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then as quickly as he came, he's gone. He's awfully quiet. Maybe he's just preoccupied, or actually he's just like that all the time. I have to sneeze. It's going away. Scarlet, how about you circulate and help some of the rookies learn their sets? We won't need you to start waving your arms for a while yet. Hey! Stop doing that. Come on. Stay. Oh, okay. Whatever you say.
Thanks, kiddo.
Uh,
I shot off to another part of the field and turned my attention to my fellow bandmates as they busily learned the formations to Mars, the opening movement of the show. Suddenly, a commotion breaks out in the mellophone section. Uh-oh, sounds like one of the mellophones has turned into an angry phone. I've been waiting to use that joke, but I'm not sure how well it will go over.
There is no way you're in the right spot. Get with it.
Seriously, I've explained it to you at least 3 times now. How are you not getting this? Of course it's her. What seems to be the problem? Pop-Tart here can't find a spot to save his life.
Sorry.
Oh, Pop-Tart. We got a good ending with him last time. Hey, it's okay. I turned to scold the not-so-mellow mellophone. Look, it's his first time doing this. He doesn't need you breathing down his neck. Just worry about your own drill sets. Fine. I got rid of her. So you're called Pop-Tart, huh? That's an interesting name. Are you a freshman? Pop-Tart speaks so softly I can't hear a word of what he says. I lean forward, straining my ears and catch nothing. Sorry, you're going to have to speak up. Everyone who has spent more than a year in this band is half deaf. Oh, I'm a sophomore, not a freshman. But this is your first year in the band?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
I started playing French horn at the beginning of last year, but I was in the middle school band since I was a beginner. My guidance counselor said joining an extracurricular activity would help me get more socially acclimated.
Huh? He's so cute. Oh, it was a joke. Good one. So what can I help you with, Pop-Tart? I couldn't seem to find my spot. Oh, so he started playing games. Looks like Jeb figured it out. I couldn't seem to find my spot, so my section leader gave me the drill charts, but I'm having trouble reading them. It says I'm supposed to be 4 steps in front of the front hash and 2 steps inside the 40-yard line. I thought this was right, but everyone keeps yelling at me and telling me I'm wrong. Help? Hey, it's gonna be alright. Here, it helps to hold the chart this way, like you're in front of the sideline. Pretend you're overlooking the field from the director's point of view. Oh, I found the problem. You should be 2 steps off the other 40-yard line.
Oh!
I lead him across the field and show him where his dot is. He stands on it. When you're reading your coordinates, be sure to check whether you're on the left or the right side of the field. If you're on the left of the 50-yard line, left from Mr. Wiley's point of view, it'll say side 1. If you're to the right, it'll say side 2. Oh, I see. There's so much stuff to remember. Should I be nice or should I just leave? I just kind of want to skip. Unless if there's anything else, then I'll just go through that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Being inside, outside the yard line, things like that. Basically just look at the form
No,
if it gets confusing. Oh, and then he gives me the Pop-Tart.
Bye.
There we go.
The last season,
To the next part. It's a slow morning of learning drill, but thankfully we break 5 minutes early for lunch. Of course, Mr. Wiley talks for 10 minutes after that, so we don't actually get out early.
Bonjour.
Oh, I forgot about Garth. I forget every time. Oh, hi, Garth. Garth is a color guard captain and band president. He's super accomplished and the ladies love him. Yeah, but too bad. He's gay. He's a good friend, though. How has your first day of band camp been going? Great, seeing as no one has to worry about getting smacked with the flagpoles yet. Oops, was that joke in poor taste? Thankfully, Garth laughs and his eyes... Garth laughs, his eyes full of humor. I wish he was an option. I hate that. The guard will join you soon enough, and when we do, I promise no one will get hit by a stray flagpole or rifle. So how was your morning?
Our instructor has yet to arrive, so I ran practice. Pardon my immodesty, but I did a bang-up job, if I do say so myself. Actually...
I was wondering if you would join me for lunch. We can discuss the upcoming season. Sure, let's go eat. We head to the cafeteria, nab a few burgers and chocolate chip cookies, and take a seat with a small table in the corner of the room. I look for Susie, hoping to catch a glimpse of Eugene, but she's nowhere to be found. Oh well, give me a second, guys. Sorry, my dog was being cute and I had to look. I look for Susie, hoping to catch a glimpse of Eugene, but she's nowhere to be found. Oh well. So what did you want to talk about?
Well.
Let's start with the fun stuff. I have a few Spirit Day themes for next week that still need to be decided upon.
Here's the scoop.
So far we have the usual lineup: Beach Day, Twin Day, and School Spirit Day. I need one more plus an idea for Section Day on Friday. Any suggestions? Hero Day, Planet Day, No Clothes Day. To be honest, I don't think I've ever suggested No Clothes Day. Maybe I should just do that to be funny and see what happens. No Clothes Day. Excuse me? We hold practice in the nude. What could possibly bring the band closer?
How about no?
I see where you're coming from, but it seems like a good way to get slapped with a sexual harassment lawsuit. Joker, stop! Hey, on the bed, go. I just wanted to see what that option entailed. That's funny. Oh, you may be right. Take this discussion more seriously, please. Oh, he doesn't like that option. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's gonna be, like, out of the picture anyways. How about Superhero Day instead, and we combine them with the theme of our show with Section Day? Sure. I'm still partial to No Clothes Day. God, we got the Spirit Day sorted out. Anything else you needed? Nothing that can't wait. So are you excited for your first year as drum major? Yes, so excited and terrified. Terrified? Why? Well, I'm thrilled to be drum major, but I'm also kind of dreading it. Everyone is depending on me. They're literally going to be looking to me to lead them, and what if I mess up conducting during a competition?
Only a true leader would be so concerned with doing the right thing. You are going to be fine.
He's so nice. You think so?
Indeed.
I know so. Can't suppress the smile that crosses my face. Thank you, Garth. We finish our lunch, keeping conversation light. I feel a little calmer after speaking to Garth. I didn't mean to let my inhibitions slip out like that, but he wound up being the perfect person to talk to. This is where Clark comes in. In the afternoon, when it's too hot to rehearse on the field, we gather inside a room in the camp's recreation hall to work on music. Usually the band breaks off into sectionals where the student leaders rehearse music with their respective instrument sections, but today we'll be staying together as one group. The hot sun is beating down and there's not much shade on the field, but it looked nice by the lake. I'll definitely have to go swimming at some point. While everyone is getting their instruments out, I noticed Mr. Wiley stuffing some earplugs in his ears.
You have to protect your ears, especially when you've been doing this gig as long as I have. At 33, I'm already losing my hearing. Can you believe that? And here I always thought my mind would be the first thing to go.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to laugh at that. Scarlet, you should wear earplugs too. It gets loud up front, and gets loud up in front of the band. Oh my god, I can't speak. Must have fashion statement for kids who think being able to hear is cool. Rehearsal goes well enough. I miss a tempo change, but no one gets mad at me. I'm human, right? Last time I checked, anyway. Peter, make sure you don't hold that high note so long. How did you know it was me who played it? Because you do it all the freaking time. And no one else can play as high as you, but I won't say that out loud for fear of stroking your ego. Thankfully, Peter takes my advice. Tom jabbers throughout the rehearsal, but I don't have the heart to tell him to shut up, so I'll let Mr. Wiley take care of that.
Thomas!
Shut your mouth. Practice ends on a good note. I'm so witty. As I'm packing up, I feel a sudden presence behind me. Oh, it's Clark. Lovely. If he's here to critique my conducting again, I might have to kick him in the shins.
I have a complaint.
If it's about my conducting...
No.
It's not, though your technique could certainly use some work. God give me strength. Right, so what's your complaint?
There is a time and place for behaving like unsophisticated apes, but that time is not in the middle of band practice.
In short, there's too much talking during rehearsal. As a leader and a role model, you need to put these people in their place. Threaten to kick them out of the band if they will not comply. That was in short. I'd hate to hear the long version. Anyway, you must be referring to the brass section. How should I handle this? I'm gonna do the cheat sheet and look at and see what option to pick. Oh, I thought that would be the option. Every time I just get mean, every time I'm just mean. OMG, hi, I remember you. Hey, Logan, what's up? How are you?
Kidro.
Relax, Kidro. Good. That's good. That's good. I've been chilling. We're doing Bandcamp Boyfriend today, because haven't seen you streaming forever. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been on and off lately. I haven't been streaming as much as I'd like to, but I've just been tired from work, so it's been tough. But we're here today. I'm gonna apologize and promise to work harder. Sorry, Clark, I'll work harder to make sure everyone is focused. See that you do. Sheesh, at least I got him out of my hair. Do you still play Wizard 101? I actually haven't played in like months, to be honest. I didn't like continue to pay for like the membership to continue it, because me and Jev had stopped at Celestia, and like we got kind of tired of it because it was nothing but like fetch quests, and it just felt like very repetitive. So I got kind of tired of it, and then we switched games after that. I might get back into it eventually, though. That's just how I do it. Things with games, I'll go through like a cycle of them, and that'll be like the thing that I want. Yeah, that's Celestia. Yeah, so I've heard. So I mean, I probably might come back to it eventually, but as of the moment, not right now, not recently. How has your Wizard 101 plays been going? Wait, is the thick blonde? Wait, what? Wait, is the thick blonde chick? Oh god. Oh good. That's good. Yeah, there's a thick blonde chick in here. She plays the tuba. She's like the best friend in this story. Time for the nice long dinner break. I meet up with Susie. Yeah, her name's Susie. That's what it is, Susie. Food at the cafeteria. So where's Eugene? Seating with the rest of my section. The low brass can be such a clique sometimes. Every section is in its own way. To my surprise, talking about the game, by the way, but I figured you knew. Yeah. Yeah. To my surprise, Tom suddenly sits down at our table. He's followed by Peter, who's followed by Felicity. There goes the neighborhood.
Hey!
Hiya.
Mind if we join you? Not at all. My popularity seems to be shooting up now that I'm drum major.
So, practice is pretty great today, right? I won a lightsaber battle with my trombone and found $5.
That's nice, but did you memorize any drill or music?
Huh?
You do know what we're here for, right? Of course. Man, you're so easy to mess with. Hey, Tom, can we quit talking about band practice? We're on break.
I can't even.
He's right. Like, I don't even think about band I don't want to think about band at all right now. I just want to relax. Can you believe the clarinets are already having a sectional?
That's crazy!
You know what else is crazy? How fancy this place is. Is this red thing on the table a button to call a waiter? Waiter, bring me another slice of pizza, please. How did our dirt poor school afford to send us here? I mean, who's paying for all this food? Don't question it, Felicity. If you do, we might wake up back at the school. Maybe they're finally starting to respect the music program. That would rock. It's not the case here. Oh hey, Peter, Felicity, and I are going to play badminton later, and we need one more player if anyone wants to join. If you do join, you better be ready to lose. I mostly keep to myself for the rest of dinner. You said you had a joke, but never mind. What was the joke? You can't like bring it up and then not say the joke. You have to say it. You gotta say the joke, Logan. I mostly keep to myself for the rest of dinner. Tom and Peter monopolized the conversation, so Susie and I don't get to talk as much as we wanted to. Once we're done, we still have some extra time to enjoy ourselves.
See you later.
We're gonna go to the... Oh, wait. I'm just gonna skip this because it's just Pop-Tart and that's not... Return. It's just Pop-Tart and he just basically wants to eat... I didn't mean to say that! No, go back! He just wants to eat ice cream and he needs help finishing it, so I'll just say sure, why not?
Thank you.
And then we're gonna go to the band field because I know that's where Clark is right now. I decided to swing by the band field. It looks like there's some other people here. I wonder what they're doing. Once I'm closer, I can make out two groups. You said a word band word with the letter C and then a section. So my head thought C-section. Oh my god, that's funny. That is funny. I don't even know what I said at the time, but that's funny.
Whoever is making these videos,
I feel like there's a lot of like dirty jokes that you can make with like band related references.
He had Vantage be like, Newcastle, you wait a fucking time.
The drumline told me a casual game of football. It was the games. The games? Now I'm confused. I get confused pretty easily. Because half the time I don't remember what I say, or I'm not paying attention to what I say, so I'll forget. Doug is among them, yelling in his excitement. Near the sideline, the clarinets are holding a section. There was a comment in the game. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I see, okay. Near the sideline, the clarinets are holding a sectional. They stand in a small arc around Clark, playing while he conducts. He looks really good. His conducting, I mean, his technique is flawless.
Bro!
Go along, Doug. Doug rocks past. His gaze is glued to the football soaring over his head. He doesn't see Clark until it's too late and crashes right into him. The two wind up on the ground in a tangle of limbs. You buffoon!
Oh, man.
I missed the ball.
How dare you!
You could have given me a concussion. Even worse, you could have run into one in my section and seriously damaged their instruments. He gestures wildly to the clarinets. Doug seems to finally notice their presence.
My bad.
Sorry, Clarence. My name is Clark. Doug doesn't show any indication of hearing him. He's already jogging off to retrieve the football and rejoins his buddies. Oh, it was clarinet section that made me think the joke. Oh, okay. I mean, I figured. I was like, that's the only section that really starts with a C. That is funny, though. I watch the drumline play while listening to the clarinets. Every section in the band is required to have at least one sectional each week to work out the tricky sections of the music on their own time. Oh, on this part. Go long, go long. What? Before I know it, I've been roped into the drumline's football game. The ball is sailing straight towards me, dangerously close to Clark's sectional. Doug and the others are running towards it, but they'll never make it in time. Desperation shines in Doug's eyes. Catch it! Oh man, hand-eye coordination, don't fail me now. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going the right direction. I dash forward a few steps and make a dramatic leap for the ball. Time seems to slow around me. Everyone is watching. Like some kind of action hero, I catch the ball in midair and land neatly back on the ground with it clutched in my hands. Both Doug's and Clark's eyes are on me. They're waiting for me to do something. Spike the football and scream touchdown or confiscate the football. Oh, I have to ruin the fun on this one if I want Clark to like me, so I feel bad. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. Good night. Hope you enjoyed the joke. Yeah, it was a good joke. Thanks for the joke. Good night. Confiscate the football. Your reckless endangerment of instruments ends now. I'm confiscating this. I hate being a party pooper like this. I tuck the ball under my arm, ignoring the disappointed moans from the drumline.
Oh, man.
Not cool.
Well, this sucks.
Aw, I hate this. I look to Clark to see a rare smile on his face. He gives me a pleased nod and returns to his sectional. Dang, I hate that I had to do that to make him like me. It's time for my favorite part of the day, the evening rehearsal. Sun goes down, the air cools off, and we put music to the drill we learned earlier. Somehow it's super energizing. If all goes well, I'll get to do my salute at the end of the night, but first stretches and another basic section. I stroll about and help out the rookies. Careful, pops out, you're hunching your shoulders and holding your elbows too close to your chest. Stand tall, elbows out. But this mellophone is so heavy. Sorry, what was that? He takes one look at Susie's sousaphone and shuts his mouth. After basics, I conduct a few music warm-ups and then we start syncing the music with the drill, one move at a time. There are intermittent water breaks. I practice my salute whenever there's downtime. The entire evening there seems to be excitement buzzing the air. We're putting together our show for the first time under a new director who really seems to care about the band. It's early in the season, but I can already tell the show is going to be a hit.
Everyone, get set.
Grab a quick water and set up for a run-through. What? Peter, you know what that means. Oh yeah.
Sun's down, guns out.
So stupid. Why do you kids always insist on stripping? This isn't drum corps rehearsal, you know. Ugh, what am I forgetting? Right, the pit! Before we step off, our lovely front ensemble is going to show you what they've been working on back behind the porta-johns.
Don't pretend like you think that highly of us.
Marion, I love her.
Get set.
Pit, do your thing.
Dude, am I just not registering shots at all now?
We're going to open with this while the judges are getting settled in the box. Pretty neat, huh? I like to call it space junk. This will mark the beginning of our journey into space. I'll bet you come October it'll actually sound good. Mallet percussion instruments aren't together at all, but maybe that's how it's supposed to sound. One of the pit rookies drops a suspended cymbal. Whoops, that definitely isn't in the music. Marion gets mad. Oh, Scarlet, I forgot to tell you something. What? Pit, stop! I can't hear myself talk! I said the salute is way too predictable, so we're shaking things up this year. Instead of saluting when the announcer says, "Drum Major, Scarlet, is your band ready?" You're gonna turn your back on the judges and start conducting immediately, because screw those guys. What? But...
Let's go!
Butts are for horses, let's go. We're burning daylight. Moonlight, whatever.
Oh, my headphones aren't all the way up.
But I practice the darn salute more than I practice my conducting, is what I wanted to say, but I'll bite my tongue and do my job. Aha, there's my megaphone. I'll read off the introduction to kick off the show. I've always wanted to do this. As soon as I say your name, turn around and start conducting. Okay, Pit, you can start playing Space Junk again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the Blue Mountain High School Marching Band, presenting their 2020 field show, The Planets.
Oh, Spicy Roll resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Thanks for the subscribe. For resubbing, sorry, excuse me. The terminology.
Selections include Mars, Venus.
You said that's it? What? What do you want me to say?
And arranged by Victor Wiley. The band is under the direction of Victor Wiley. The drill was written by Victor Wiley.
I think Mr. Wiley's getting a little ahead of himself with all this narration. He rides the scissor lift up for a better view of the field, continuing his speech as he rises. I know it's silly, but I really wanted to do my salute. No, I shouldn't let this get me down. I'm the drum major. I'm right where I want to be. Salute or not, it's going to be amazing. Marion, the pit captain, is staring at me intently. For the count off from her position behind the marimba, I should be ready too. I ascend the podium and brace myself as Mr. Wiley finishes rattling off all the names of the section leaders and soloists.
Let's go!
Is your band ready? Here we go, our first run through of the show. Just look at that fire, look at the pure, unadulterated defiance, I love it. I suppress a smile and stay focused. The music builds slowly. The woodwinds and brass are marching in 2 regiment blocks on opposite sides of the field, like 2 armies marching toward each other to do battle. A chill goes up my spine as the show comes to life under the field lights for the first time. The 2 halves of the band collide with each other and emerge into a jagged, chaotic shape. Everyone comes to a halt at the peak of the crescendo and flags twirl in the air. I give a cutoff. And just like that, it's over. That's the end of everything we've learned so far. It wasn't even a minute long, but it's the beginning of something epic. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to beat the snot out of those other bands this year. He jumps up and down, hollering and pumping his fists. I laugh, sharing in his exuberance.
Bring it in.
And that's a wrap. Everyone gather at the podium. Really great job today, kiddos. Not a bad first day at all. If we keep up this same momentum through this week and next week, no doubt we'll just keep getting better and better until we achieve our full potential. Mr. Wiley, what if we have reached the peak of perfection? What then?
Impossible!
There's always room for improvement. This band is far from the peak of perfection. You see Clark nodding vigorously up front. I'm pretty sure Peter just meant himself, but it went over Mr. Wiley's head. Before we turn in for the night, it's time for Scarlet to announce who won section of the day. Wait a second, did you just spring the responsibility of awarding the section of the day on me? I've been so focused on doing a good job conducting that I wasn't looking out for the best section at all. Couldn't Mr. Wiley have warned me ahead of time? Whoever wins gets to hold on to this trophy I dug out of the bowels of the band room. We won it in the last competition. We beat the troopers back in. He squints at the dusty little plaque on the base of the trophy. 1999, before any of you were even born. Well, the clarinets. Yeah. The section of the day award goes to the clarinets. After all, they have already held a sectional one on day 1. That's some dedication right there.
Yes!
The band bursts into applause. Clark steps forward and accepts the trophy with grace. This clarinet section is all smiles. I think I made a great choice. Thank you, Scarlet. Mr. President, do you have any important announcements for us? Just a friendly reminder to pick up your 2020 show shirts from the dining commons, and don't forget about the beach party at the end of the week. Let me know by Wednesday if you'll be staying or taking the early bus home so we know how many burgers and hot dogs to make. Hear that, everybody? Don't come whining to Mr. Wiley when you don't get a hamburger on Friday because you forgot to RSVP. I got one more thing for you all tonight, rookies. You're going to love this. He races off to the nearby storage shed and comes back holding a bundle of gray fur. No way. Is that... That's a weird-looking cat. Doug.
Are you kidding me?
That thing was in the storage shed? Looks like she's finally awake. This pretty little girl is my pet raccoon, Bandy Boo. Bandit. Her name is Bandit. I promised myself if I still wasn't married by the time I hit 30, I would adopt one in honor of my high school mascot.
Dude.
Your school had a raccoon mascot too? Whoa. Yeah, because he went here. Did you miss the 100 times he mentioned that?
Really?
Is it legal to own a raccoon as a pet? You're right, Samuel. It should be illegal. It should be illegal to be this cute. Like the rest of her kind, Bandit is a kleptomaniac, so keep an eye on your valuables. Hey, what is that she's chewing on? Is that one of her wind chimes?
Bro, what?
See, what did I tell you?
To the ready.
Well, kids, and that's all for tonight. Go to the ready. Everyone spreads their legs at shoulder width, lets their arms fall to their sides, and bows their heads. We stand quietly waiting for the signal. Some of the freshmen glance around in wonderment before following suit.
Band. Dead hut.
We all snap to attention on the final B, our chins high and our eyes blazing with pride. After an electric moment, Mr. Wiley grins back at us.
Congratulations.
On a productive first day of camp. Blue Mountain, be sure to get plenty of rest tonight. Ugh, I hate that I stagger with the words sometimes. In your own rooms, absolutely no gentlemen in the ladies' rooms and vice versa. And don't forget we're on a 10 o'clock curfew.
What a day!
Agreed. I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. When are you getting up? Around 7. I need time to shower.
What?
You're going to sleep all sweaty and gross? Yuck. Hey, if I don't shower in the morning, I won't be able to function. Fine, then I'll just have to plug my nose while I sleep.
Good night.
Good night. Put on my PJs and turn off the lights and climb into bed. Bum, 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 bum. As I'm falling asleep, I reflect upon the day's events. I sure encountered a lot of faces, some new and some old. I'm looking forward to all the new relationships and memories this year will bring. Just like Mr. Wiley said, things are going to change. I can't wait to start getting into like the different story part. It's a bright new day. I woke up, took a shower, and ate breakfast early. At one corner of the field, Garth is readying all the guard equipment for practice. The little brass section is hanging out by the lift Wiley uses to oversee practice. Not far off, Pop-Tart is by himself. Stretches don't start for 15 more minutes, so I have some downtime. Let's see if this option matters. I don't think it does. No, it does not. Let's start with the low brass section. I don't think I've done this part before. Excuse the yawn, I am tired. Hey Tom, what's up? So the great elven warrior has come to grace us with her presence. Elven warrior? Why am I an elven warrior? I don't know. You just looked so cool last night when you were conducting the band, totally stoic, like you were leading an army. Thanks. I was a little upset beforehand, I guess.
Huh?
Why? Did something happen? Nothing important. I just really wanted to do the salute the drum major always does before the show, but Mr. Wiley cut it. I don't blame you. Those salutes are awesome. He strikes a salute from a popular anime and loses his grip on his trombone. I catch it right before it topples over. I'm so glad I picked this option. I haven't done this before. Careful.
Whoa.
Thanks. You saved trombone from a nasty dent. What? Tombone. He named it Tombone. Tombone the trombone. Didn't you ever name your instrument? Yes, but naming your instrument after yourself is just so... He named it after himself. Shoot, I lost track of time. Time to go stretch. Talk to you later.
See you later.
That was a funny interaction. I love that. Mr. Wiley, I have to do Tom next, but I already settled for Clark, so I gotta do Tom next time. Mr. Wiley cuts stretches and basics short. I can tell he's anxious to continue learning the opener. Unfortunately, some tedious subsets come up in the drill that slow the process down. The brass have a hazardous cross through they can't get the hang of. The mellophones and low brass are backing into the trumpet line, and the trumpets aren't leaving enough space for them to pass through. Come on, brass. We learned how to dress a line back in minicamp. Why aren't you cross-dressing? I don't think that was what he meant to say. Scarlet. Yes? I need to work with the brass on this. Would you keep up those last few drill sets with the woodwinds and the drums so that they can get some extra practice in? Sure thing. He hands me a spare gawk block. Too bad there are no other staff members around to take care of this. Not even the assistant director is here today. Why on earth would they not show up for a band camp? Some commitment. Oh well, I'm happy to help out. I do as Mr. Wiley instructed, running the woodwinds and drums through their set changes, but something seems a little off. Hey, clarinets and flutes, is there supposed to be a huge space in the middle of your line? I am met with a number of deadpan stares. For a moment, no one says anything.
No.
That is not supposed to be there. A freshman flutist who couldn't handle band quit after minicamp. Ah, and now we have a gap. Lovely. Felicity wanders over and begins playfully headbutting Clark.
Clark!
What are you doing? I told you not to worry about it, silly. Mr. Wiley told my daddy he found someone to fill the spot. Your daddy?
Duh!
My daddy is the band boosters president. Everybody knows that. Anyway, I heard a transfer student from Virginia is coming.
Well...
Really? And where exactly are they? They never showed up. How useful. Okay, enough chatter, everyone. Let's run this section again. They reset the form and we run through everything once more. I focus on the saxophones and drums this time around. It looks like there's more than one problem that requires my attention. The saxophone man looks a little funky. Help them fix it. Or Doug looks rather lost. Help him review his counts. I want to do the saxophones because I never picked them. I always try to help Doug because I like Doug. But I want to see what happens if I do this. I approach Samuel. Hey Samuel, need any extra help?
Nah.
No, we're doing good. He's almost too chill. I point to where the young Barry sax player is out of line. What about him? Saxophones? More like saxophones fix the form. Oh, that's so mean! Hey kid, back it up a little. I'm just gonna ask what about him because everything else is so rude. I decided to let Samuel handle things so I won't impede on his position as section leader. What about him? Oh, Alex. Yeah, he's out of the diagonal.
Hey.
Yo, Alex. Alex turns to face us. He's definitely a new face, and yet at the same time he looks strikingly familiar. His face.
Pay attention.
Move back a little so you're in line with everyone else.
Sorry.
You got it, boss. I keep staring at him, trying to figure out whom he resembles.
Hey.
Ew, you checking me out? It's so cringy. No, you just look really familiar. Oh, I get that a lot. I'm Peter's brother. Ah, of course you are. I feel almost ashamed I didn't draw that conclusion on my own. He looks so much like his brother.
I pretty much got everything down already.
Oh my god. Yeah, Peter taught me tons of stuff before I joined, so I pretty much got everything down already. He's so cocky. You're definitely Peter's brother. So what were you talking about with the flutes and clarinets? Is someone new joining the band? Maybe. We were supposed to get a new student from Virginia to fill the hole in the flute section, but it might just be a rumor. I hope not, though. Can't hear the flutes anyway, so what's the difference? Oh, he's such a jerk. I hate that because I played flute. The difference is there's a huge hole in the drill. Whatever. You can go help someone else if you need to. I'll keep him on the line. Thanks, Samuel. I'll have to keep things moving. He's such a... Oh my god. Alex is so stupid. Our practice drags on. I continuously circle the field, keeping my eyes peeled for any lost freshmen who might need a helping hand. I shouldn't be here.
Really?
Looks like you're in the right spot to me.
No.
I meant down here on the field. Where else would you be? I should be up on the podium. Are you even listening to me?
What?
Clark.
Here we go again.
What is it now?
Ask Mr. Wiley if we can have another water break. Why do you always want me to ask? Aren't you always bragging that no one can say no to you? We already had a water break. It's time to get back to work. Fine. Scarlett, didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to eavesdrop? Whoops, sorry, I'll be on my way.
Oh my gosh.
Calm down, Scarlett. I was joking. Sure. Right. Are the two of you deaf? Get back to work. Sheesh, okay, I'm going. Felicity and I share an eye roll. Clark is such a jerk. I don't know why I'm going after him. I think it's because he hates me. I just want to see how this ends up into like changing to him not hating me. After practice, I eat lunch with Susie. We discover the hamburger patties are capable of bouncing on the table. That's disgusting. Not long after Tom approaches us.
Hiya.
Hey Scarlett, Susie got a minute?
Hello.
What's up? Peter and I are going to play some video games after practice tonight. Would you two ladies like to come to our room to hang out?
Aww.
Sounds fun, but the low brass are having a little get-together and I wanted to go to that. Sorry.
It's all good.
Scarlett, what about you? I would love to come. That is, if you don't mind losing to a girl, I don't want to injure your manly pride.
Oh yeah?
Do you really think you can beat me at my own game? I don't think I know. Challenge accepted. Since we have 4 controllers, feel free to bring a friend. Alright. Wait, I just remember the curfew.
Oh, come on!
No one listens to that rule and no one's around to enforce it. Mr. Riley sure won't. Besides, there's not going to be any funny business. Okay. You know which room is mine, right? I don't know. I'm just gonna ask. Or I'm just gonna say yep.
Great!
Excellent, see you there. So what, Hey, where'd my burger go?
Oh no!
There! Susie points across the cafeteria where a sly raccoon is making off with Tom's hamburger.
Hey!
Get back here, thief! Tom takes off to retrieve his stolen food. Bandit makes a run for the door, but is slowed by the hamburger clutched in her paws. Everyone in the cafeteria laughs at the spectacle. Wow. Wow, what? Nothing? He's cute, don't you think? Are you kidding? I guess so, the cutest. No, you don't think so? Have fun tonight. After a minute, Tom returns empty-handed. And what exactly were you planning to do with that hamburger once you got it back? Eat it! It was a good hamburger. Tom has no taste buds, or fear of germs, or rabies. I'm sure Bandit doesn't have rabies, though. Mr. Wiley wouldn't bring a rabies-infested raccoon to band camp, would he? The nervous laughter. I mean, you could die from rabies, so I would hope not. After lunch break, we're on to the midday music rehearsal. Restless energy fills the band room. There is constant chatter when we're not playing, and I can tell Mr. Wiley's patience will soon run out. Okay, everyone from B. No one is listening. No one moves to bring their instrument up. I think my patience is wearing thin as well. From B. That's a little bit better. Still, we'd be getting a lot more done if everyone was concentrating. That's enough! Clark twists his seat to glare fiercely at Peter.
Disgusting!
Not only is your section disgustingly out of tune, you're playing so loud that I can't hear myself think. Does dynamic contrast mean nothing to you?
Whatever.
Hey, just because your instrument can't play above mezzo piano doesn't mean you have to get all whiny. Why do you worry about your own section?
If I see something wrong, I am going to correct it.
I am working for the betterment of the band. I see something wrong, so I'm going to correct it too. Reprimand Peter! And I'm like 100% sure that's the option that I need to reprimand Peter. Peter!
Yeah?
Stop sassing everyone or I'm going to shove your trumpet so far down your throat. You have to play the valves with your tonsils. You'll be using stomach acid to grease the slides. Does this one not matter? No, it doesn't matter. Which one do I want to pick? To play the valves with your tonsils, or you'll be using stomach acid to grease the slides. That it's called Boyfriend, not Simulator. That's kind of graphic, don't you think?
Said trombone's the best brass instrument.
He said what?
Trombone's the best brass instrument.
Oh my god, he played trombone or what?
He's biased because he played trombone.
He did?
She said you did? Right, she don't believe me, that's crazy.
No, it's just I'm surprised. I didn't know that.
She said she's surprised, that's crazy.
Cause I didn't know that. What did he do?
He joined band once.
So like what? He was one of those people that was in it for like a year.
How long? He said 2. Excuse me.
2 years? You were that person?
It's better than 1. His little group was called the Tromboners.
Of course.
She wants to give me attitude, but she left her high school band only 2 years in.
What are you talking about?
The other school.
Okay, we had reasons for leaving.
That counts as just being there for 2 years for that school.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it is the same.
It is not the same. Oh my god, whatever.
12% the same. 2 different bands, 2 different years.
Nope.
You fucking traitor.
Nope. Anyways, back to the game. It's kind of graphic, don't you think? And while you're at it, play in tune and at the dynamic printed on the music. Despite what you may think, the audience would like to hear the other instruments in the band. He doesn't look happy at being called out. He deserves it though, he's a jerk. Sure. Serves you right. Of course Clark enjoys that. Things go a little smoother after that interruption, but not by much. I can tell Mr. Wiley is very displeased by the time rehearsal is over, although no one seems to notice but me. Before everyone can go gallivanting off to dinner, Mr. Wiley stops them. Section leader meeting at the podium, half an hour before our next rehearsal starts. Be there. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'm a little tired. I think I'll eat by myself today. As I'm crossing the dining hall, I catch sight of Garth. He's eating with Sabrina when my eyes meet, and he sits up straight and waves me over. Well, I can't ignore a request from the band president. I take my tray over and sit down with them.
Greetings.
Hello there, Scarlett. How are things today? I'm okay. My arms are a little tired from all the conducting.
Oh.
Same. Back.
Oh.
Only mine are tired from spitting flags. We understand completely. What with all of the extra practices the guard has? All the guard has extra practices? Yes, you didn't know? The guard might as well be on another planet from the band. They go off to work by themselves for the most of the day and don't usually join us until after dark.
Indeed.
Throwing those flags, rifles, and sabers around for hours can be quite taxing.
Garth!
I would kill for your biceps. My rifle tosses in Mars never look as good as yours because of my wimpy lady arms. Don't sell yourself short. Your rifle tosses are magnificent and your arms aren't wimpy. But they are. All those girls in guard have wimpy arms.
Every girl I know could kick my ass.
That is simply not true. I'm not ashamed to say that.
That's sweet.
Anyways, my own arms feel like they're about to fall off for it. That's nice. I get it. You work so much harder than everyone else. Is it losing my arms might make my job a bit difficult? Oh, sorry, I got distracted for a second. The mellophones just started chucking banana peels at the trumpets. I don't blame you. Look, one just hit Peter in the face. Oh my god, that's funny. I was just thinking, what if you had to eat dinner and plan band events with Peter or Clark? I would feel terribly sorry if you did. Peter or Clark? I'm confused. Weren't you there when we held this election for band president? I was on vacation with my dad.
Oh well.
You missed quite a show. Oh, it's just them. It's like a popularity contest thing, basically.
Hello.
I skip it every single time. Clark is very serious about it, and then Mr. Wiley cuts off his time. Then Peter doesn't take it seriously, and he ends up winning. But Peter doesn't want it, so then it goes to Garth, and Garth is mad about it.
Yay!
I had no idea at all. I had no idea all this happened. I can't even imagine Peter as band president. Nor can I.
Garth!
Didn't you say something about wanting to rip him a new one after he did that? Shall we stop reminiscing and make our way over to the section leader meeting? Yes, let's. Garth, Sabrina, and I walked to the base of the drum major podium where the other leaders are gathering around Mr. Wiley. Peter, Clark, and Samuel are all here. Barry the baritone is here too, and Olive is representing the mellophones. I can practically taste the tension crackling between Peter and Clark. Samuel is the epitome of chill as always. He gazes out towards the lake.
Bring it in.
Is everyone here? I look around. Marion and Aaron arrive just in time for the start of the meeting. Yes, sir. Good. I want to talk to all of you because there is a serious lack of motivation in this band today. Every one of you was selected to be a section leader for a reason. You all need to step up and set an example everyone can follow. His gaze bores into Peter, who offers up a shrug of indifference. Clark stands with his chest puffed out while Samuel nods vaguely. When Mr. Wiley looks at me, I try to look serious and determined. As I'm sure you've noticed, we are severely lacking in the instructor department. In fact, no instructor showed up to band camp. Due to these unforeseen circumstances, I can't stress enough how important a strong student leadership is to the future of this ensemble. I want the band to have the same work ethics as they did yesterday. No, better than yesterday, because we should always be improving. Going backwards isn't an option. Capiche? Capash.
All right.
Thank you for the enthusiastic response, Scarlet. Now I want everyone in this group to name one way we can model outstanding rehearsal etiquette for our peers. Be quiet and pay attention to who's in charge. Correct.
Sir.
Mr. Wiley, sometimes setting a good example isn't enough. We have to step up and take charge. Scare the freshmen into submission.
Well...
No, I wouldn't say. You're partially right, Clark, but I'm not sure about the part where you scared the freshmen into submission. I didn't say. Peter, what about you?
Try not to suck.
Not the answer I was looking for either. Some people can't help that they suck, so it's up to us to find a way to make them better. How should we go about doing that, Aaron? The meeting drags on. I need water. My throat is really dry. Give me a second. I feel like I've been getting kind of like an itchy / sore throat. I don't know if I'm getting sick or something. I keep an eye on Peter. When he's blatantly not paying attention, he's either rolling his eyes or smirking. He's not taking this seriously at all, and is being totally disrespectful to Mr. Wiley and everyone else here. I can feel anger bubbling up inside me until I can no longer pay attention to what Mr. Wiley is saying. Honestly, same. I have to talk to Peter after this.
Sir.
And remember, sir, should anything happen to Scarlet, I'm here if you need me. Wait, what was that? Is Clark planning to hire a hitman?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, folks, that's all that needed to be said.
Good talk.
I'll call everyone else to the field for practice. Section leaders start to disperse. I'm so angry, I'm just about trembling before I can think twice about what I'm doing. I grab Peter's arm and he whirls in surprise. What's this? You trying to feel my bicep or something? I hate that he's trying to make it flirtatious out of it. Suddenly, I feel nervous as his eyes meet mine. I have half a mind to double back for what I'm about to do. That's stupid. I'm not gonna ask about his workout routine. Why can't you take marching band more seriously? Enough. I'm sick and tired of you watching you breeze through marching band like you don't care about it at all. There are lots of people who are taking this activity seriously. You can't just blow us off. I take band seriously. I always give 110% on the field. I'm not talking about your trumpet playing or marching, it's your attitude. You're a section leader and you don't try to help others. You walk around here like you don't care at all. Why, Peter? Why waste the energy? It's my last year and I'll be out of here soon. This band sucks and it's not going to get any better in one season. We've already lost. With that attitude we have. It's the beginning of the season and you've already given up. If everyone was like you, we wouldn't stand a chance. If everyone was like me, we would blow away all our competition. No, we wouldn't. On that note, when I walk away from him, I noticed someone else hovering nearby. Samuel, did you hear all of that?
Nice one.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one?
It's exactly what he needed to hear.
And I was happy to hear it too. Samuel smiles and walks away, leaving me feeling good about my actions. It's time for evening practice, but before getting started, I seek Mr. Wiley out. There's something that's been bothering me. Hey, Mr. Wiley, I have a question. Ask away. Where's the rest of the staff? Shouldn't we have a whole team of them? The guard instructor, the drumline, the instructor, not even the assistant band director showed? Yes! Astute observation. There's a very good explanation for their absence. They couldn't...
Dog!
And of course, Doug is the one to interrupt the conversation. He's clapping inside the bass drum. Ah, shoot, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was only curious. Time to start practice. We start with music warm-ups this time and rehearse the show music from today's drill sets with the percussion. Something doesn't sound right. What's missing? Oh, Doug missed his part.
Dog!
Huh?
Where's the bass? He points to his drum. I didn't mean where's the bass.
My bad.
And while you're out, get your feet in time.
I think you're asking a little too
I
much.
forgot he voiced that part. I'm on the podium for much of the night as we put music with the Mars drill we learned today and run each individual set over and over. I'm getting a little tired of hearing the same measures on repeat. I hope we start the second movement of the show before next week. Nearby, the guard is preparing to rehearse the sets with the band. For the first time, I can hear Garth addressing his section. Let me remind you, ladies, tonight we will be reading out the drop jar. Excuse me. Every time you drop your flag or rifle on the field, you'll have to drop $1 in the jar. And then at the end of the season, we'll use the money to buy a big freaking bag of candy. How would that be motivating them to not drop their equipment? By we, I meant Garth and I. Garth and I will buy a big freaking bag of candy and you girls get to watch us eat it.
Actually...
I was planning to donate the money to the band boosters. Let's save the candy for Spirit Week, shall we? This is why I love Garth. Take notes, section leaders. You should all be coming up with creative motivational strategies for your own sections.
Everyone, get set.
Now let's run straight through everything we learned yesterday. See how much we remember. Marching only. Get set. We start to run through. It's a little messy. Or maybe it's not worse than I thought. I told you to run straight through everything. Why did you stop? Because that's all we learned, Mr. Wiley.
What?
Oh my god. That's the whole thing? Yes. Yesterday you seemed really impressed with how far we'd come. That was yesterday, this is today.
Get set.
We set to the top of the first impact. Maybe I shouldn't have made this drill so complicated. Thankfully, it's almost time for the final run through of the night.
Sun's down, guns out.
The run is just okay. I guess it was just one of those days where we couldn't get it together. I want you all to get a good night's sleep tonight. Come back tomorrow with a better attitude and work ethic. You are dismissed. Wait, Mr. Wiley, the section of the day. Alright, go ahead, Scarlet. Ooh, shall I pick? I don't think this is an important thing. No, it's not. The section of the day is... tuba, saxophones, or color guard. I've never picked the saxophones. I'll do that. Oh wait, I think I have actually. Second of the day is the saxophones for the hard work and focusing during practices. The saxophones cheer and whistle at one another while the rest of the band tries to not look jealous.
Yeah, come on!
Get pumped! We won! And we won on only the second day of camp! Samuel says nothing, looking thoroughly unexcited by the whole thing.
Oh, I missed the
It's the glasses, that's why.
What a day!
Didn't you say that yesterday? Maybe, but I mean I mean it this time. What a day. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I think it's the heat. It turns everyone into slugs.
What?
Anyway, the little brats are having a get together, so I'm off to find them. For what?
It's Baritone Awareness Day.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
See you later.
Later, Susie. Time for gaming night at Tom's, but I still need to pick someone to take up that Force controller. Who should I invite? I have to invite Clark. I'll invite Clark. We're friends, I think. He's gonna be surprised.
What is it?
Scarlet, what is it? Sorry, Clark, I didn't wake you, did I? Don't bother with small talk. Just tell me what you came here for. Should one of the freshmen try to use their clarinet as a toilet plunger again? Again? No. Peter and Tom invited me to their place to play video games, and I was wondering if you'd like to come with me. Why would they do such a thing? Curfew is in half an hour. Just what are they playing at? Inviting a girl into their room so late at night? Oh my god!
Disgusting!
Those animals! Oh, they gotta kick my water over. I'm sure it's not what you think. If you don't want to come, I never said that. If you're so intent on going, then I'll just have to accompany you to make sure that they don't try anything funny. Someone's gonna do protect me, oh my god. Wonderful, let's get going. Here we are.
Hiya.
You made it. Come on in. I brought like the worst person I could bring. Because Peter hates him. You brought Clark. Don't look so surprised. Sorry, you just don't seem like the type to have fun. Or friends. Oh, that's mean.
Hey!
Let's say we play some games now. Tom got nervous. Yeah, how about this one? Push aside the fighting and shooter games and pick up a rather innocent-looking party game. Perhaps this game will spill the least amount of blood. No objections here. Peter and Clark are currently locked in a death glare. Luckily, Tom is here to help me alleviate the tension. He leads us over to the game console where the couch has been set up. I sit next to Clark as Tom puts a chosen game into the console and an awkward silence stretches before us. So Clark, have you played this game before?
No.
Just flat out no. In the silence, Tom and Peter exchange a glance, no doubt wondering why on earth I invited Clark of all people. Was this a mistake? Thankfully, everyone's attention switches to the game. The spirit of competition is definitely alive, and my minigame is strong tonight, so I take the lead. Oh, my minigame game is strong. Peter is in second, and Tom is third. Unfortunately, Clark is in dead last the entire time. I did it! I finally got a star. I took all my money, but it was worth it. He looks shocked. His spirits lift a little bit after that. In the next turn, I stumble upon the opportunity to steal a star thanks to my endless wealth. How shall I proceed? Steal a star from Clark, from Tom, or from Peter? I think I have to pick Peter or Tom. No, I think it's Tom. Steal a star from Tom. Yeah, that's what I have to pick. Okay, for Tom. Steal the star from Tom since it was his only one. It drops him to last place and boots Clark up to third.
Hey!
Scarlet, why would you steal the star from me when Peter's in second? I have my reasons. I feel so betrayed. I thought we were friends. Aw, that's actually kind of sweet. Clark hides a smile. He won't say so, but I think he's secretly happy to be out of last place. In the end, I win. No contest. It's past curfew. We need to leave.
Damn.
Damn, Clark, you bad boy. I bet this is the first time you've broken the rules. No, I'll have you know I wrote a parallel fifths into my music theory assignment on purpose last semester. Well, it's been good night. Thanks for the invite, guys.
See you later.
No problemo, it was fun.
Later.
Or as fun as it could have been with Clark here. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Let's go. Let's go, Scarlet. I'll walk you back to your dorm in case either of these miscreants tries to assault you. Oh! What is his like, view on this? That's really not necessary. He grabs my hands and pulls me from the room before I can apologize to Tom or Peter. He grabbed my hand. Where's your room? It's this way. We walk down the patio together, his hand still squeezing mine. Oh, the hand holding. What does he think? I'm gonna make a break for it?
Get some rest.
Make sure to get some sleep tonight so your performance isn't lacking tomorrow. Thanks, Clark, you too? That's what she said. Don't tell me how to live my life. It's funny that this decision doesn't matter. But I'll be nice. You too, Clark. And thanks for coming tonight. It was more fun with you there. Really? Really? He walks me the rest of the way to my room, then he goes back to his room without another word. I don't think he believed me. Too bad. He just can't seem to get over the grudge of his. Over that grudge of his, maybe with some work. Now I want to have more story and learn about like what his trauma is, because all these boys have trauma. Feeling all light, I opened the door to my room. Looks like Susie's already asleep. Better be careful not to wake her. Wow. What a fun and eventful day it's been. If I were in a video game, I sure would save my progress right about now. Time for bed. I fumble into my PJs and collapse. It's funny that it says that, but then even after this, there's not really that many like important like decisions. Oh yeah, we just talked to our mom for this conversation.
I love you.
Then we ran out the door. Start the day with stretches just as we do every morning. In a way, I kind of miss those sore calves that would come with this time of year, but at the same time, I'm glad to get I get to be a lazy drum major. As we're finishing up, I notice Mr. Riley nearby. He's pacing back and forth, glancing over the crowd of students. Is someone missing? I scan the band. Yep, there's definitely someone missing. Come to think of it, there supposed to be someone helping with the warm-ups. It's just Peter and Tom being missing, so I just run to get them, basically. Tom is half asleep. Peter's also half asleep. And then they're yelling at each other, basically, the whole time.
Sorry.
Whatever.
So then Peter kind of doesn't care, and Tom is just nervous about what Mr. Wiley's gonna say. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens with that interaction. I'll move away quickly to find something else to do.
Go away.
Get out of the pit! You're not in the pit anymore, so you're no longer entitled to the pit's food. Hands off.
My bad.
Sorry, Mom. You're not allowed to call me that anymore either. I'm the pit's mother, not yours. Looks like Marion's on the warpath. She's cruelly slaps a half-eaten glazed donut out of Doug's hand and it lands on the ground. She rounds on me and catches me in her stony glare.
What do you want?
Just warning Doug to watch out for Mr. Wiley.
Thanks a lot.
Shows out to his position on the field. And then he's saying what the pit is doing over here, and then I need to go back beyond the porta potty so that thought you wouldn't notice.
What? Jerk.
Nothing. Marching basic session flies by with no interruptions. Everyone knows Mr. Wiley's angry and no one wants to be the next victim of his fury. He's determined to finish learning the last few drill sets from Mars, so there will be plenty of time for cleaning. After a quick water break, we get straight to it. Pop-Tart! Huh? Oh boy, here we go. Clark seems to get into it with the new person each day.
Pathetic.
For the last time you step off with your left foot, you should have learned that on the first day of band back in May.
I know.
Aw, you know, then why don't you get it right? And while you're at it, keep your feet in time.
I'm trying.
Try harder. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. The band will suffer for your incompetence. Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
Shut up.
What? Speak up, Mr. Wiley would surely...
Shut up!
Shut up! Shoot, this is getting ugly. Time to step in. Oh, I have to defend Clark. I feel so bad for Pop-Tart, though! It's okay. That's enough! He's right, Pop-Tart. You shouldn't be making mistakes like that. Not at this point in the season. But Don't argue. Go grab some water and cool your head. Fine. He looks so angry. I feel bad. He leaves for the sideline. Honestly, next year I will put in another request to make this an audition-only group. Clark, you can't do that. Excuse me? You can't treat rookies like that, especially not the ones who aren't even in your section. I still reprimanded him, though. That's funny. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. If I were in your position of power, I would whip this band into shape. But you're not, Clark. I am. It's time you accepted that. There are other ways to motivate someone, you know. Yelling at them doesn't build anyone up, it just tears them down. If there are truly other ways to motivate someone, then I have yet to see that. Ouch, and here I thought I was doing an okay job. I mean, my speech on the first day was pretty darn great, right? Not on the level of convincing someone to go to war, but maybe something close to that, like convincing someone to go to the grocery store. Well, I'll just have to show you how it's done, so keep watching. Clark's eyes narrow disbelievingly before he can respond. Mr. Wiley calls for us to reset. I give Clark a nod and leave him to his thoughts. Hey, everyone on the field needs to be quiet. We're trying to get something accomplished here. Everyone instantly shuts up. Thank you, Mr. Wiley. Maybe I'll just let him take care of yelling at people from now on. He has a lot of yelling to do. It's amazing he still has his voice by the end of the rehearsal. Not a good rehearsal, folks, but I'm sure you already knew that. Get some grub and I'll see you at the music block this afternoon. Oh, I'm tired. I'm yawning a lot. Lunchtime, I'm a little late getting to the cafeteria. Looks like everyone's already seated and chowing down. Who should I eat with today? Clark. Let me sit with Clark. I can't stand the thought that he hates me. I want to change that. I sit down at Clark's table without asking. He's sitting by himself, so there's plenty of space.
What is it?
He's a loner. Why does he sound so eager? I require your company while I devour this sustenance. And here I thought you might actually have something important to say. How rude. Hey, lunchtime is very important. So why aren't you eating with your fellow clarinets today? We're having another sectional later. I suppose they'd like to have a break from me. Oh. I'm still waiting for your great surge of inspiration and motivation to take hold of the band. It seems they need it today. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they're still stuck in a lazy summer mode and they're not used to working this hard.
Pathetic.
So there actually is a reason I wanted to speak with you. Do you want to talk about the elephant in the room?
No.
Sorry, but that's not an option. Then why did you even offer me a choice? Look, I know you worked really hard leading up to the auditions, and I know you wanted it really badly. Oh, yes, I worked harder than you and I wanted it more than you, but it was not enough. Mr. Wiley favored you. He's so petty about it. Okay, I won't deny you worked harder than me, but I guarantee I wanted to be drum major just as much as you did. You're wrong. You couldn't possibly understand why just how much
I'm leaving.
He gets up from the table. Oh, he's showing his emotional side. Clark, wait, let me finish. In the end, we both want the same thing, don't we? So drop this petty rivalry, it's over. Instead, let's pour all our energy into making the band the best they can be. Throughout my entire plea, Clark doesn't even look at me. He quickly gathers up his things and leaves me sitting alone at the table, feeling like a fool. I can feel my face burning with frustration. Why? Why couldn't he just listen? Clark, is it truly impossible to get through to you? All I want is to be friends. Is that so much to ask? I did not know what this path would entail, but that's not how I envisioned this happening. Today we're tackling the music of the ballad, Venus. Everyone has split off into sectionals to work on memorization. Mr. Wiley didn't really give me an assignment, so I guess I'll just walk around and see how everyone is doing. I'll go visit. Let's see if there's any options for this. Still among the other students in a system. I don't think that's in here, though. No. I'm gonna pick the clarinets. I'm just gonna bug him some more and see what happens. The clarinets are working hard as usual. I peek around the corner at them, watching Clark conduct. I guess he thinks he's too good to play along with them. Typical. Freshman clarinet Erin spots me. When they come to the end of their performance, she puts down her instrument and points in my direction. What's she doing here? I disappear around the corner before Clark can see me, ninja style. There's no one there. Please focus. Sorry. I'm out of here. Oh, why was I being like all weird about it? That's funny though. Mr. Wiley rehearses the band the last 15 minutes while I follow along in my music and shadow him. Then it's time for a dinner break.
Bring it in.
Section leader meeting / pizza party in the band room right here, right now. Did you all forget? There's a meeting right now? Come to think of it, I guess that was one on that. I guess this one was on the itinerary. Itinerary. Mr. Wiley handed out on the bus at the beginning of the week. Ugh, I completely forgot about it until now. Put your instruments away and we'll get this thing rolling in 5.
I can bait the Reinhardt.
All right.
My whole
Bum, 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 bum. Help yourselves to some delicious pizza, kiddos. You've earned it. The pizza's so greasy I soak a napkin sopping it up. Ugh. Where did you order this pizza from? Amazing thing, pizza. It's just bread, tomato sauce, and cheese, yet people love it. Ask everyone their favorite food and half the population says pizza.
Seriously?
This is just dining hall pizza put into an old box from Mama Jolie's. With oregano sprinkled on top. Ugh. Who sprinkles oregano on top of pizza? I hate seeing that. Hey, no criticizing the food. Be thankful for what you have. Starving kids in China would love to have this slice of have a slice of this pizza. True. How do you propose we get it to them? Forget the starving kids. Just shut your mouths and eat the pizza. How can we shut our mouths and eat the pizza at the same time?
Let's go.
Time to get to work. He gets frustrated. Here's the drill for the ballad. There's some tricky spots I want to draw your attention to, so please turn to page 1 and try not to drip cheese on it. There are many sets in the ballad, so the learning process will be considerably shorter. However, cleaning and perfecting the drill will be not so easy. Will be no easy feat. Ballad itself is the weakest part of the show. Bad marching technique is even more obvious. Oh my god, I'm yawning so much. I need water. Okay. Takes time for most bands to achieve a mature sound that will knock the judges' socks off in the music department. I really want to wow them with this one. If we can do this, we can do anything. We flip through the drill set by set. There's a long follow the leader line at one point with Peter at the front of it. Mr. Wiley points out the cross-throughs and tells us to remind our sections to take the most direct path to their dots. That will make cleaning the drill go smoother, but it will still be a long while before the ballad is competition ready. What's he laughing about? What a fake cough, you're not fooling anyone. Maybe just that's something funny that happened yesterday. I do that sometimes. I want to know what's so funny, it better not be something I did. Whatever, I'll just ignore it and focus on the drill. I bet it was totally something I did. I embarrassed myself horribly today and not realize it? What could I have done? Is there a problem, Peter? No, sir. A piece of oregano went down my windpipe. Okay, try not to choke and die. Peter covers his mouth, stifling his stickers. Eventually, I'm able to shut Peter's laugh attack from my mind and focus on what Mr. Wiley is saying. I can't wait to start the ballad tomorrow. When the meeting is over, I go back to my room to relax. It's time to check social media, call my mom, practice conducting. I'll practice conducting, I think. I need to work on a few things. I stand in front of the full body mirror in my closet to observe my technique. Yeah, looking good. I mean, if I was a gorilla, maybe. I really need to get better at this.
Hello.
What's up? Hey, Susie, didn't see you there. Just practicing my conducting, if you can call it that. You seem down. Is it hard being drum major? There's a lot of pressure, I guess, from Mr. Wiley and the others. I always skip it. And I couldn't be a lot better at what I do. Conducting looks fine to me, you know? But I guess we're our own worst critics. Like, I'm always critical of every little move I make around Eugene. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. So you can follow along well? Well, sometimes I get a little lost, but that's just me. Or it's me. Hey, turn that phone upside down. Don't forget we're with you all the way. Thanks, Susie. You always lift my spirits. You're welcome. Well, Susie's certainly with me all the way, but there are plenty of others who I can feel criticizing me at every turn. I need to get better so even judges will be impressed with me. Yeah, Clark is the biggest judge of them all right now. 6 p.m. approaches and the band arrives back in the field in small droves. I lead another quick stretching session and then it's time to go.
Everyone, get set.
Welcome back, band. Chuck some water, get straight to basic block formation. It's gonna be a tough one tonight.
Let's go!
Here we go, bandits. To start off, we're going to have an extended basic session since our technique is slipping. We desperately need to brush up on slow marching technique and reinforce everything we learned back in minicamp. And FYI, it's a silent block. No one is allowed to talk other than me, myself, Scarlet, and 9. That goes for you too, section leaders. Shut up, Clark. Clark, who had his hand halfway up, slowly puts it back down. Scarlet, yes, sir. I want you paying extra attention to the commands. Pretty soon I'll be handing the reins over to you. Oh, yes, sir. Whoa, what? We never discussed this. Well, I guess we did a while ago, so he could have given me a warning yesterday. Unless he means soon. Next week? Tomorrow? Tonight? Ugh, now my heart is racing.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and.
Squeeze those glutes. What should I do? Stroll along the other students in the system. I don't like the idea of standing around. I always have advice to give, so I'm going to walk around and help other students with their marching. Let's see, which section needs some more guidance today? Woodwinds or brass woodwinds? However, near the flutes and clarinets, observing their feet and posture, the sound of whispering reaches my ears during a halt.
Pathetic.
Straighten up, your shoulders are sagging, and don't lean so far forward, you look like a duck. Clark is hissing advice to Erin, one of the freshmen marching in front of him. With the way she's marching, she looks like a hunchback disaster. Oh, that's sad. I should remind Clark Mr. Wally said no talking during block, back up Clark's advice to Erin, or contradict Clark for funsies. I am supposed to back up Clark's advice to Erin. Oh, that's kind of mean. Clark's right, Erin. Do what he says. I will. I always do what Clark says. Good. Clark offers me a hint of a smirk, then returns to focusing on his own marching.
You can't lose that, please.
Sun inches down into the sky towards the end of basics. Mr. Wiley turns to me.
All right.
Before we wrap up this session, I want you to select one person you think is doing a stellar job to demonstrate for the rest of the band. Would be my honor. I'm so glad he asked me to do this. I feel important. Now, whom should I pick? I should not pick Clark. Peter, always a safe choice. He made the cut into the drum corps, so he's a really, really good marcher.
It's true.
Tell us something we don't know. That's true. Come share some of that talent with us, corps guy. Peter steps forward, ready and willing to stretch his stuff. I see him sneaking me sly glances while he marches for everyone. His form is nothing less than perfect, and he doesn't make a single mistake. I think Mr. Wiley's pretty happy with my choice, and so am I. At the end of a long night of repping, it's time for our final run-through of the entire opener. Let's do this.
Was that mine, maybe?
Fortunately, it seems the band is not on my energy level tonight. If I had to compare our performance to food, I would say they are scrambled eggs and I am concentrated grape juice. I'm hungry. Seems like there are still people scrambling to find their spots, and on top of that, your technique is slipping. We're only 3 days into band camp. This should not be happening. Everyone will touch his words. I guess even they didn't realize how much they were slacking. Scarlett, tell us the section of the day so we can get out of here. I don't think this matters. Mellophones, pit, drumline. I'll say the pit. Pit, because they practice really hard and they have to put up with that terrible smell, right, Marion? I didn't mean you smell, I meant the porta potties. Okay. Well, at least the rest of the pit seems happy.
Band! Dead hut!
That's it, to the ready. Band doesn't sound as proud or determined tonight. How will we ever get through 2 weeks of this if we can't even handle 3 days? Drag my feet while packing up. Everyone else rushes off, eager to sleep or relax in their rooms. As I'm packing up myself, I hear Clark's voice ring out. Stop, you're whining. The pit needs to get to sleep too. I look up to see Clark is directing his section to help the pit put away their instruments. We catch one another's gaze. Clark's eyes are like cold steel. You need any help? How am I doing? How's life, Clark? How am I doing? How am I doing? What? We're 3 days into band camp. I wanted to know if you had anything to say about my performance as a drum major. You really care about my opinion? Of course, I think your insight could be valuable. I brace myself for the worst.
Well...
Honestly, your performance as drum major leaves a lot to be desired. There it is. I cringe wondering why I subject myself to this. But you are not doing as poor of a job as I thought you would, so there's that. Huh? Was that supposed to be a compliment? Are you going to stand there all night, or are you going to help me? Calm down, I'm coming. He turns back to rolling the kettle drum towards the wrecked building, leading me to contemplate his words.
Marion?
I'll carry your mallets for you.
Go away.
I can't help but sigh, feeling guilty. I helped the pit carry a few music stands. I passed by Clark a couple of times, but no more words passed between us. It's always the... I remember that happened too in high school, where you would have to, where we, every section, like, every practice, a different section would have to help the pit. Memories! With that, the rather disappointing day comes to a quiet end. I hope tomorrow will be different. Past and present.
Happy Hike 'em Up Thursday!
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm getting like really tired. I'm starting to yawn a lot. And it's already about to be 11 anyways. Escape.
Those are mine. Wait, and what's it called? Only must hate your life. I don't know. It's a project to not break between.
Oh, I have the saves on here. And here I thought I lost them. Wait, or maybe not. This is from today. The game auto-saves? I didn't know that. Does it auto-save with like every decision? Wait, June, August, September. Oh wait, no, this is just from today. And then this is the quick save. June, July.
Well, don't taste like the one you must have sandwich. Right? You look at Widow, the one sandwich. The flavor. Look at her and think bologna sandwich tastes. But I can't tell.
I'm confused on how this save stuff works. Where did I save my stuff right now? This one, September 21st. I guess this is weird. Okay, I mean, I guess it's saved. That's kind of confusing. What the heck? That really confused me right now. Okay. Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna be ending things for tonight. It was a really short stream, honestly, in comparison to some of my other streams, but I'm just like really tired right now. So yeah, thank you guys for everyone who came out. I should be streaming tomorrow as well. Yeah, so I hope you see you guys in the next one, see some more of you guys out in the next one as well. And yeah, thanks again. You guys all have a good night. Take care.